Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick it away to get this game going. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the ground, it's Francis. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. And tackled after a small pickup there. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 3rd and goal. Try to make it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh, that is dedication to this running game. 3rd down and goal. You give it to the running back. And let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking right, this one caught. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again? Or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught on the outside. It's Francis. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Tipped and then dropped. Chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
And the Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And they down this one just shy of the 40-yard line. So contact after the fair catch signal. It'll cost them. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They'll hand it off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He hands it off from the gun. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down. Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
A nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
The Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
You missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period?
Ohio State 14, Oregon 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's back-to-back sacks by this defense. I think they're doing a really good job of mixing up their looks, disguising some coverages. Right now, the offensive line and the quarterback appear to be rattled. Back-to-back sacks here is impressive by this defense.
And this one down about the 10.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The shotgun running play call. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. The shotgun run call. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
They're going to run it. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think of: toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him down out near the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Toss play to the outside. Breaking free at midfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Pressure is coming. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to extend the play. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they jump back in front. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, and he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he make it to the marker? He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And the pass caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they will claim the second half lead. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Oregon 21, Ohio State 17.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's now second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Rifles this football to the left. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
It's 3rd down after that run.
Here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Punter getting a serious workout today on the punt for the 6th time. Ball rolls dead and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, an ideal punt, and it leads to the term complementary football, because them doing this puts their defense in a great spot, and it gives them a chance, if they're going to get aggressive, to try to get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts the defense in a position of strength.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
2nd and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we go on 4th down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, Ohio State 17.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Now the crucial PAT has stretched the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Not much on that play, brought down short. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. 4th out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Fights off a defender. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. He finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. He brings him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long. But at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Loss of 1. 2nd down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Hand off to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Grab down the middle. It's locked. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the left side. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Breaking through defenders. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's a kneel down. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be